Hey Cancer, how you doing today? My name is Sherilyn and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be, move my things over there. It's going to be for Monday the 3rd through Thursday the 6th. I should be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through your weekend. Let's see what we get. For my Cancerians, Cancers. Okay, from the top, Cancer. Let's see what you get. We're going to open this up with the Strength card. Okay. Followed by the 10 of Pentacles. And the challenge is the Star. Okay, so this is your backstory or your recent past for this reading. Strength card is kind of self-explanatory. However, oftentimes it reads, in a reading, it kind of speaks of you fearing that you don't have enough strength. Not being sure that you have the strength to make it through something, okay? The next card over is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is all about, you know, your abundance, your wealth, your legacy, things in the 3D, tangible wealth, things you can touch type of stuff. And this is succeeding in that arena, okay? So you don't feel as though you have enough strength to be able to achieve this 10 of Pentacles right now. And the challenge in this line is the Star card, which tells me that you are losing hope and faith, or losing that well of optimism, right? The optimism is running dry or something. You're truly starting to not see how there's a road for you to get to this 10 of Pentacles is what it's saying. Okay? Or this was what you were going through in the recent past, because this is your backstory. So this means this has already happened. Okay? We're building from this right now. For starters, I assure you, you do have the strength to get to this 10 of Pentacles, okay? But you are going to have a much easier time of achieving it if you can somehow shore up this optimism that you seem to be running out of here, okay? All right, so let's see where we go from there. That was the backstory. Currently, I have you with the King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 9 of Cups. So the King of Pentacles is how you're presenting here. So male or female makes no difference. It's just, this is an energy, okay? But you are standing firmly in your masculine energy right now. And as the King of Pentacles, you are in charge of your kingdom for sure. You can be very rigid in your thinking, very stubborn in a lot of ways. Not really open to compromise when you're standing in the King of Pentacles, okay? The next card over is Temperance. That will also end up being the card at the center of your read. So this is the card that from almost every direction somehow plays into the equation. Temperance being all about patience, really. It's also about patience bringing about something that will bring you a sense of healing and a sense of balance. All right? And the challenge in this row right here in the current is the 9 of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. So if you're standing here as the King of Pentacles right now, okay, and you're needing to exhibit more patience than you're comfortable with probably, okay, and the challenge in this row is the 9 of Cups. So does this mean that your wish fulfillment is not in alignment with the 10 of Pentacles? That's how this feels. This feels like what you want, what your wish fulfillment is one thing, okay, but that thing that you want, that thing that is your wish fulfillment is not in alignment with you getting to the 10 of Pentacles, which would mean that possibly you won't get to the 10 of Pentacles, but by nobody's fault but your own, right? That's how this looks. Okay, let's keep going. What do you got in the near future? Okay, I've got the Tower, followed by the 3 of Wands, and then I've got the 5 of Pentacles. So the Tower is the Tower. It means that something that you were building on top of, a foundation you were building on top of, was not as solid as you once thought it was. And so if the foundation starts to fail, the Tower comes crashing down, right? So the Tower is coming out beneath the King of Pentacles and the Strength card, where I said you were doubting that you had the strength to do this, whatever you needed to do to get to 10 of Pentacles. So I can't help but think that the King of Pentacles being in the center here means that you are being quite stubborn and unmoving when it comes to either a train of thought that you're on or a path that you've decided, even if you realize it's not the right path, you're refusing to get off of it or something. Like you're having some warped sense of loyalty at all the wrong times right now and causing yourself grief over it. Because it looks as though you cause a tower to fall. Okay, 3 of Wands is speaking of the future. Okay, and it falls out under the 10 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 3 of Wands. Which, like I said, is you can attain this 10 of Pentacles, but I don't know if you can do it with whatever this wish fulfillment is. I'm not sure what that's about. Five of Pentacles is the challenge here. The challenge is for some reason you are feeling left out in the cold, it looks like here in the near future. I don't know if that's grounded or realistic, meaning sometimes you feel left out in the cold when you're not. We all go through that at times. But you are in this King of Pentacles mode still. So if you decide you've been left out in the cold, that'll be the law. That's what you decided, right? You're not going to listen to anybody's argument otherwise. That's how you're coming across in this Cancer. And it's just not an advantageous way of being to whatever it is you're trying to achieve here. But I am confused on whether you want the Ten of Pentacles or you want the Nine of Cups. And I don't think the two things are the same. I think it's two separate things. So, anyways, let's see what you have on the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Okay. Followed by the Page of Pentacles and then the Five of Cups. So the Lovers is the Lovers. It's a situation heavily laden with emotion, of course. Okay, it's usually also heavily surrounded by confusion, okay, and indecision. With the Page of Pentacles as the next card over, followed by the Five of Cups, I get the feeling that there's a love situation here where you try to build a new foundation, or you're trying to build a new foundation. I guess you're trying to build a new foundation for a love situation. With the Five of Cups, it looks like you are filled with a very large sense of loss and regret over this situation. So this looks like a situation that turned out to be a missed opportunity or something. It was a situation that you tried and couldn't get traction on, or a situation that you tried and failed at in this love situation. Or that's how you're viewing it anyways. Okay, what do we got past that? What am I doing? Oh, that was the bottom of the deck. Sorry, top of the deck. What do we got? I've got the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is saying that you found some sort of new inspiration here. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. It's brought about some new inspiration towards a new opportunity in money. A new opportunity that's loosely, at least, somehow surrounded by money. There's money involved. Okay, where am I at on time? All right, I got the King of Cups now, the Death card, and Justice. So with the King of Cups, you are trying to stay in control of your emotions and those people that are close to you. You're trying to stay in control of everybody's emotions right now. I can't help it. I don't think that you are necessarily doing it in a positive light. I think you're doing it to make yourself feel more secure in a situation that you're not sure that you have stability in. The next card over is the Death card. So there's a transformation here that's going to happen. It's going to have to happen. There's something here that needs to be healed and transformed inside of you, it looks like. And when that happens, then justice will somehow come about and the scales will be balanced. All right, what do we got? Sorry, I got to leave it there. For Monday, I've got Two of Cups and the Page of Cups. So you are definitely dealing with some unrealistic expectations out of a divine union right now. I don't know what it is that you're expecting out of this union, but whatever it is, it's not very grounded or realistic, okay? On Monday. Tuesday, I have the Nine of Wands, so you're feeling quite wounded. Three of Pentacles by a collaboration that you took part in. Tuesday. Wednesday, I have the Hermit card and the Seven of Pentacles. This is you trying to pull your energy back out of a situation so you can reassess it and decide if you want to invest in it at all, or if you do, how much. And then Thursday, I have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. So there's some conflict here that leads to a total breakdown in trust on Thursday with somebody. And I get the feeling that even the conflict is not that severe, but your reaction to it is that severe. There's definitely something here about you being somewhat dramatic and overreacting to things right now, Cancer. And the only person you're really hurting in the end is yourself. You got to kind of back off and calm down a little bit so that you don't hurt yourself in the process, you know, is what I see. Okay. All right. I hope this somehow helps. That's what I got this week. Thanks. Click.